Good morning, YouTube. Happy Christmas Eve from the Big Larry Show. Hope everyone's doing good this morning. Why don't it show me anyone talking? Morning, all. Morning, Todd, Nate, Slayer, Tom. Good morning to everybody. Happy Christmas Eve to all. Well, that's what I'm kind of on here to talk about. Light. Vaughn Hilton, I know you watch a lot of my shit because you've been responding to certain shit. But let me tell you something. Somebody says you got a financial backing, and she says that we better lay off you or we're going to jail. You send your financial backing to come and see me. I'm not the one that left your fucking mother laying on the floor to die. You've had 4 fucking years to try to figure out how to work that property, and you still ain't. You have 1 week, and your taxes are due again. So tell her to dig out another $2,000 fucking dollars to help you get your houses back. No, I haven't heard about Trotown being awful quiet. Morning, Nate. Yeah, I know. Most people are working. Yeah, I'm alive. I was sick a few days. About 4 or 5, and my hours are all over the place. Yeah, I know. It wasn't working at first. I don't know what happened. So I literally got out of there and come back in again. Yeah, I mean, everything's working good. At least it looks like it. People talking to me. I got 7 viewers, 2 thumbs up. Maybe I was locked into that video or whatever I was watching earlier because there's a girl, a lady, that's live right now too. And she's got about 6 or 7 people on her panel. And I was over there watching them for a little bit and seeing what they talk about and what they do. I mean, I'm not a Vaughn Hilton people. Maybe I should do like Vaughn did. Maybe I should go watch the 14-year-old girls put fingernail polish on and do their hair and all that. And maybe I'll become as big as Vaughn Hilton. Oh, hell, what am I talking about? I'm already bigger than him. I got more viewers than he does. Yeah, give me a thumbs up if y'all enjoy me getting on here this morning. Yeah, I hope you do too, Todd. I don't know, Todd. The way the banks are talking right now, I might have my money might be cleared out by then. I might be able to buy them myself. But me, I'm not going to try to sell them back to him. I'm going to hope he fucks up. Then I'll sell them for the penny on the dollar. Yeah, I know you do, Todd. Got 1 week and they're due it again. Yes, dear.
Watch what you say.
I am, baby. I'm watching my temper. I'm watching my attitude. Yep, got 1 week to. I'll have to start watching the newspaper, see if they go in the newspaper again. I know they probably won't go in until June or July somewhere, but like they did last year. Taxes are due January 1st. Yeah, Todd, maybe this time if you come back down, you can stay a little longer. We can go out to lunch or dinner or something. I'll introduce you to some of the real family members. Go show you these properties that you're messing around. Well, I mean, we might go to the Golden Corral. It matters who's working that day because it's like all restaurants. You get a good cook in there, you're good. You're golden. You get the shitty cooks in there and he didn't get laid the night before, your food's going to want to go then. I posted to Dan, but I ain't been able to talk to him in a few days. He must have went back to work. He said something about getting ready to go back to work, so that's a good thing. I'm glad to see people back to work. I mean, especially when they've been off for a few months. You know, our country has went nuts. Not too many people want to work anymore. They'd rather sit at home and collect welfare. And I don't see why, because I made more money working than I did on welfare. I made more money in 1 week working than what I get from Social Security all month. The only thing that's good on me was my insurance. The money ain't no good. I mean, the food stamps and money help. They pay my bills, but it ain't like working. I'd rather go to work and pull that paycheck. Meet new friends, meet new people. I lost another brother friend, which is one of my blood brothers, to cancer. That's the third one this year. I lost a cousin to cancer this year, right at the beginning of the year. I mean, I like Golden Corral if it's got the right people cooking. Light, it's part of life. We all die. Some of us when we're young, some of us when we're old. Only in my book, a lot of people don't believe in God. I do believe in God. And I think when God thinks it's your time to come home, he's coming to take you. No matter if you're a 14-year-old boy or a 104-year-old boy. When he's ready for you, he's taking you. My grandfather, to me, died at a young age. My grandfather was only 68 or 69 years old when he died. To me, that's young. His father outlived him. His father lived to almost 101. He was exactly 1 month short from being 101 years old when he died. There's a lot of diseases out there that takes a lot of people. There's a lot of drugs out there that take a lot of people. There's car wrecks, accidents. I mean, there's all kinds of ways people die. Like I said, when God's ready for you, he's taking you. Me and the movie probably about 6 months ago. I loved it. It says it was based off a real true story. And I kind of believe it. Well, Nate, it matters who's buying. Golden Corral, I mean, what's it now? About $15? I don't know. I ain't been in the Golden Corral in a few years now. Me, I used to try to do it the smart way. I'd go in during the lunchtime hour, pay the lunch hour fee, and get my lunch plate. And by the time I got done with my lunch plate, they were changing over to dinner. So you kind of got to time that out right about the right time. Figure out what time they start the dinners, and you know what I mean? But we did that 2 or 3 times. It worked out real good. I got to have a little snacker lunch and then got to eat real dinner. But Golden Corral, they don't like, well, they never have liked me because I eat too much, or I used to. I mean, Golden Corral wants you to come in there and make one little plate, eat your plate, take your drink it, and leave. They don't want guys and girls going in there that eats 5, 6, 7 plates of food because then they're losing money. Tell Mr. Red Lobster to put all you can eat on their buffet for $20. Watch how quick I put them out of business. I was talking to some of my family members up in Ohio, Toledo, and there was a Mexican restaurant that I used to like when I lived there, and they went out of business. And you're talking 15 years ago now. I've been here over 15 years, so it's been at least 15, maybe I'm going to say almost 20 years since I went in that restaurant. They went out of business. They are getting ready to reopen. After 20 years of out of business, they're getting ready to reopen it. It was a Mexican restaurant. I loved it. They had the good Mexican food. Don't put me wrong, Taco Bell. You guys do okay, but you're skimpy on the hamburger. You're a little skimpy on everything but lettuce. You throw a lot of lettuce on there, but little cheese, little burger, little beans. Everything's little except that lettuce. That lettuce, I mean, you must think the world is rabbits. Because you throw a lot of lettuce on everything. Yeah. You let Red Lobster put it all you can eat for $20. Watch me. Hi, Highway. Just sitting around. This is the Big Larry Show. Figured I'd get on Christmas Eve. Let my cousin know that he has to week or the property taxes are going to have a lien on him again. He says his financial backer said that we all better leave him alone or we're going to jail. When I'm calling the financial backer out. Put me in jail. I got a surprise for you. Put me in jail. Yeah, he will F it up again. You know that way. I mean, the man could be pulling in easily 1,000 to 1,200 a month. That should pay his bills. That should feed him. That should pay for the property taxes all year. And that should even pay for a little bit of maintenance on some of them places. It did it right. But you got to remember, he's also buying lottery tickets because he's going to hit the big boy. And how many hundred, a million people are out there playing that? And he thinks he's going to get it? Good luck with that, Vaughn. J-Dub is still under the radar. Yeah, I've not heard nothing or seen to me. That's kind of, I mean, you guys probably don't like it, but J-Dubs, you're doing great, buddy. You just fix your life and take care of your own problems. There's nothing in this world worth killing yourself for. Promise, when God's ready for you, he will take you. Well, Tom, his gods should have gave it to him a long time ago, Tom. Because his gods ain't going to give him nothing. God, that is not a God. You know, I'm not real belief a lot. You know, I don't preach the Bible every single day, people. I don't read it every day. I smoke my weed, but do I believe in him? Yes. Am I going to hell for smoking weed? Maybe. Hopefully, when I get in my coffin, I take that joint with me and Jesus sits and talks about it. I'll try to smoke it with him. I'm not going to lie.
I don't think he'll do it.
To me, it's a medical purpose. Keeps me from going nuts on these people. Like Stinky Von Hilton.
I'm pretty glad that me and Marcia and then tried it.
You know, if God was going to give somebody the lottery numbers, I think he'd give it to somebody who really would use it and need it. What would Vaughn do with $100 million? Still sit in his fucking chair and try to hold every fucking penny and not give nobody nothing. Please. Me personally, I'd rather someone win it for $100 million and give 99.9% of it away. And not just fix the United States, but fix the world. Help everybody. That's my opinion. You know, we are entering a holiday tomorrow that, you know, growing up, kids think it's all about Santa Claus coming down the chimney. Later in life, we learn that it's because of the birth of Jesus Christ. But then some people tell me I'm wrong on that. I don't know. I might be, might not. Some people say his birth was around Easter. No, I think Easter was when he raised from the tomb. From Good Friday to Easter. Or however that went. You know, like I said, I don't know a lot. I'm an old man. I forget a lot. You know, the only thing I can say about Vaughn, he's kind of lucky that people are out there trying to help him. Vaughn, do you know that girl that helps you? She's probably a Christian. You better ask her what nationality or what race and beliefs that she's got. You don't want to take no money from Christians. Remember what you said about us. You know, and me, I personally, I wouldn't know if I'm a Christian or not. I've been to all different kinds of churches. I've been baptized by 2 or 3 different kinds. So, you know, my beliefs, like I said, I do believe in him. Do I worship every day? No. Do I say my prayers every day? I do pray to him every day, yes. And I think I better find something to talk about because we're not getting too many more viewers. I just lost one. Did she pay the thumper liens? I do not know, Way. I have no idea if that all happened or not. Thumper will not give me no information. He says he can't. There's been people trying to help Stinky over the years, and what have they achieved? Absolutely nothing. Well, I mean, Tom, all we could do is tell him what other, like, it's like me being on here and me asking a question, Tom, and you giving me an answer, and Todd Malico giving me an answer. You're both from different sides of the world. So, I can go and put it in my brain and think of which way would be right. Or are they both right? You know what I mean? Vaughn don't think like that. Vaughn thinks he knows everything. He don't want no one else to tell him anything. Bob, I kind of think the same thing because, I mean, I don't know. There are a lot of people out there that will help people when they're needing help. I can't say there's not. There are good people out there. You know, is she good enough to give him $3,000 to save his properties? And then the following year, he needs another 2,500 to 3,000 to do it again because he didn't pay nothing on him this year. I don't know if she's going to pay him this year or not. They might just go back up for sale again. Or you're right. This lady or girl or whoever she is up to something. Like I said, I can't say there ain't no good people because I moved here a year and a half ago on a lot of good people. I don't have to put the big name out there, but everybody knows who the big name was. A lot of people donated to me for me to move. I know we're all talking about Black Cloud Vaughn. Thank you, honey.
What the hell does that mean, Betty?
Well, yeah, maybe that's the way he thinks. He thinks that if you're calling him or telling him what to do, that he's stupid. He don't know what to do. That's not right. That's stupid because everybody knows different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where I grew up at, Tom, a Pepsi we called pop.
Hi, Tom.
I moved down here. They don't call it pop. They call it soda. I remember a couple 8, 10 years ago, I told one of my neighbors we were all sitting around getting high and all, and I told my wife, I wish I could make some pigs in the blanket. And the wife's like, well, why can't you? And I was like, it's got cabbage, honey, and you don't eat cabbage. And my neighbor looks at me, what do you mean pigs in the blanket's got cabbage? That's what I've always been told. But down here, to me, when I was growing up, pigs in the blanket was a cabbage roll. Is what my stepfather called it, was pig in the blanket. Because he used pork and hamburger. And the blanket was the cabbage. He put peppers and onions and all kinds of rice and all kinds of shit in it, roll it up, throw it in the oven. Down here, pigs in the blanket, take a biscuit and roll a hot dog around it, or roll the biscuit around a hot dog. Yeah, exactly, Tom. And that's his problem. I personally, he exaggerates a lot too, because I personally want to know how come or how his mother even got that rich. I mean, none of it adds up. Them saving bonds or war bonds he says his mom had. How in the hell could she have them? Because she couldn't have bought them. She'd been too young and not have money to buy them. It's over there in the safe, Tom. Happy holidays, Bob. Merry Christmas. At least, Tom. I'm gonna say he stowed at least 30,000, not counting what she paid out to go get him, bring him back, feeding him, paying all his bills, and letting him, survive for the 30 years or whatever she let him do. Yeah, not counting the 18 years of child support she had to pay for. And the money to get him out of jail when he went to jail for that. That's what I'm saying. She spent a lot of money to take care of her kid. He was he was put in jail for like a child support. Merry Christmas, Maggie. I was wondering if I wanted to go live today or go live tomorrow. And I figured I better do it today. Yeah, exactly, Tom. I figured I better do it today because a lot of people are probably going to be with family members tomorrow, opening gifts, doing their stuff there. But then there's some of us that are single people, not doing nothing, not celebrating Christmas. Tonight is the feast at the Seven Fishes. There you go, Richie. You can afford it. I go there and enjoy yourself, buddy. Oh yeah, not just three, Tom. You had it right the first time. Four. He is still a kid. So I don't know. I might go live tomorrow. I mean, it ain't like we're opening Christmas gifts or anything because we don't. I don't set up trees. Our cats will tear them up. It takes 4 hours to put it up, 4 hours to take it down, another 5 or 6 hours to take all the lights down. Waste of my time. Waste of my family time. I mean, it's okay if you got little kids. That is good, Tom. Yeah, cats will tear that Christmas tree up. I got tired of my kids tearing it up. Get it decorated a week before Christmas, and there ain't a candy cane one. There ain't even a bulb on it no more because they all been broke. Because they've been sneaking in there, checking them presents out and shaking them. That's cool, Maggie. You know what I usually do when I can afford it? When I could afford it, I would give them all $100 bill. I would give my 4 kids $100 bill. And that way, with the $100 bill, they can buy whatever they want. Well, not really, because it don't buy a lot anymore. $100 bill don't buy much. Yeah, my boys didn't really get anything for Christmas this year. They did get. Well, I can't say that because there are people that watches this show, and I better. Yeah, I'm not going to say no names, but they did get a gift this year for Christmas from somebody else. We did swap gifts with one other family, my family members. And if y'all know me very well, y'all probably can guess what family we swapped with. I mean, they live close to us. We still contact them all the time. We still have a thing. See, I never knew that neither, Tom. See, and that's what I'm saying. I learn a lot of things being on here. I don't know if you're telling me the truth. I'm hoping you're saying the truth, Tom. I don't think you're a Von Hilton. I don't think you make it up. Good morning, Guido. Yeah, I don't even celebrate New Year's anymore. I mean, used to go out at midnight and get drunk and take your girl and kiss her on the midnight stroke or whatever, whatever. Don't even do that no more. I believe you, Tom. I'm gonna believe you. I ain't gonna look it up, promise. That's too much work for me. Yeah, you live and learn, exactly. That's what life's all about, Tom. You live and learn. Tell you the truth, I don't think I really celebrate any holidays anymore. I mean, sure, we had Thanksgiving, but we didn't have turkey or ham. We did a meatloaf. I'm just maybe I'm just old fashioned. I'm a 60-year-old man, so I've been around since 1965. And from 65 to 75, you can't even count that. That's the first 10 years of my life. My life didn't, I was still a baby. I was still a little boy. My life didn't start until I hit that 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 ages. Oh, I just lied to you guys. I got two gifts this year. I got two gifts this year from Christmas. And I only sent one out. So I'm trying to figure out what to give the other person. Yeah, see, Tom, you just learned something new. Exactly. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, I was down sick for a while. Shannon. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I had to get on Christmas Eve and might get on Christmas. I don't know. I don't know if there are going to be a lot of people on here in the morning or not. I mean, a lot of people got their grandkids and their kids coming over, and they're going to open presents and eat and watch football. And then clean up the mess. Yeah. And throw away the wrapping papers. Exactly. Ain't no one getting in my bed jumping up and down unless it's the wife.
No, because that'll ruin the bed.
Ha ha, Tom.
Whatever you say, don't believe it.
I know, baby.
He's a nice dude. I'm just kidding. Don't say that. You know, some of these people you talk to are nasty.
Some are, baby, and some ain't.
I mean, sexual wise.
Yeah.
Meanness, but I wonder you're so perverted.
Later, Maggie. Enjoy that turkey.
Gobble gobble.
Wife said gobble gobble. Maggie saying Merry Christmas, Miss April.
Merry Christmas, honey.
I don't know. I ain't heard nothing. He did a show about 12 days ago, I seen, saying his financial backers say we better leave him alone. Well, I'm telling his financial backer to mind her or his own business. This is family business. And I personally say that he killed his mother by not calling a fucking ambulance quicker.
Daddy, is this yours? I never seen it before, but it's a hairpin.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The boy says that my family stole so much money from his mother, she was never worth that much money. I want some of the fucking drugs he's doing.
I should have never bought that damn thing. My mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Just remember that, people. When his mother passed away, he never went to the funeral. And I guarantee you, I'll bet you $100 right now that he has not even been up to the grave site, which is 150 feet up the hill in front behind him.
Wouldn't you share if he actually did and you?
Then I'd lose $100, honey. I'd lose $100 for him to go see Alice. Because I'm going to tell you, I don't care, honey. My parents are buried somewhere. I'm seeing my parents.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to go.
On their birthdays and the certain holidays or their death date, I'm going.
Talk to them. Not
I'm talking to them and you.
Well, you can talk to me all the time. You just can't talk to them all the time.
Time for the rest of 420 up. He could, Tom.
Hey, Daddy, did they see your little skillet?
But Tom, to be honest, it's kind of pretty steep. I'd drive up there. The truck will make it up that hill. There's a parking spot for him right next to the graveyard that he can go up there anytime he wants to see her. Yeah, I believe that, Tom. Well, my dad is buried at the Frost Cemetery, which is about 20 miles from me. My mother was not buried, she was cremated. And her ashes are sitting right there.
She's living with us.
Well, I mean, in the city, Tom, they're not allowed to bury their kin in their yards or their. But we're out in the boonies. We're way out. I mean, come on, our population, I think, is what, 4,000 people? We got more hills and trees than we have people. I do too. Yep, they're sitting right there. And it's so weird how I got my mother's ashes. Because personally, I was going to let my little sister have them. That's her mom too. She come over one day and said, "Larry, you want to buy mom's ashes?" And I was like, "What do you mean do I want to buy mom's ashes? I need $100. I'll sell you mom's ashes." I looked at her, I like, "Let me see it." She gave me the box with the ashes in it. I took it and put it on my shelf, and I was like, "I'm not giving you no $100 for mom. And mom's not a fucking whore. You're not selling mom. So go on down the road." People are talking more and more here too about cremation because putting people in the ground is a hell of a business. Well, they make a lot of money, I'll tell you that. That's cool. I thought about doing something like that once too, like having some kind of necklaces or something made and put so much ashes in each one and give them to her kids or her grandkids. Well, you figure the headstone, the coffin, the burial, the digging it up and burying it, the funeral home itself, the embalming fluid, and all that stuff that you gotta have done to you before you're put in the ground. I mean, yeah, it's $10,000 easy here. I mean, it's 10,000 to be buried, or you can be cremated for 1,000. And if you're cremated, you can go almost anywhere. Good morning, Williams. I called you Williams because I don't know how to pronounce that first name. Latita? Leota? Yeah, some people like to be spreaded with the wind. Exactly. I am doing pretty good. It's Christmas Eve. Figured I'd get on here and say hi. Which it's morning wake and bake, so I am getting high. Yeah, definitely wake and bake. True, Tom. So, yes, I told Jim and Millie they need kind of get their stuff situated. Which I know what they're going to do. They're both going to be buried. They've already got their plots already picked out. They already know where they're being buried. On my laptop, it's telling me it's 30 degrees, but I got my window open and it don't feel like it's 30. It feels more like a 40. Yeah, don't feel bad at all. It's got just a nice little, maybe 1 mile an hour breeze coming in. Hey, good morning, John. Like I said, and you ain't figured it out yet, John. I owe him no rent money. I think every one of us trolls on Von Hilton should go ahead and half of us sending bars of soap and the other half of us sending things of deodorant. Well, John, see, you don't know everything, so when you figure out everything, you let me know and then you could talk to me about it. When Alice passed away, I didn't have to pay Vaughn rent. I had to pay Jim and Millie. Jim and Millie was the executive of the will. They collected my rent. I have rent receipts from them. Oh, I know. I got a real big surprise coming in 2025. A lot of people does. Even Stinky himself has a real big surprise coming. That's not the real John. Get somebody that comes on here with his name, talks a little bit of shit against me. Wouldn't want to bet on it, would you, John? Like I said, you wouldn't want to bet on it, would you, John? Did he? I don't know. I didn't watch it. Didn't see it. Didn't know. I didn't see him on this morning when I got on. It was probably on the things that he goes to. I only go to YouTube and StreamYards. I don't deal with no TikTok or whatever other shit they got going out there. Same thing with you, John. Buddy, I've been around for 60 years. I know exactly what's going on. What is going on? Our world's going fucking crazy. Yep, that's right, John. Nothing going on with me. Pretended that I fell? Hey, John, wouldn't want to bet another $100 bill on that, would you? Oh, John, I could run my mouth as long as I want. You don't like it? There's the door. You don't like it worse? Come on into Manchester, Kentucky. What are you going to do?
Hey, play nice. Play nice or get off.
You going to come and beat my ass? Spend the rest of your life in prison? Come on.
I don't want to. Daddy, you're an asshole.
I know I'm an asshole.
So is whoever's trying to make you fight.
He just likes to watch me get my temper going.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
I don't need to know where the cupboard is. Whatever a cupboard. You and all of yours have trouble coming. Well, I mean, I must not have had too much problem coming. Yep, that's all I do is lie. I know. You want to hear something truthful? Go watch Vaughn Hilton. He'll tell you the truth. I'm just a lying motherfucker over here, John. So you need to going out of here, buddy. Go watch Mr. Vaughn Hilton tell you the truth about everything. Merry Christmas, man. Yeah, it's like I heard we're not supposed to call it Merry Christmas no more. We're supposed to say Happy Holidays. I'm going to say whatever the hell I want. I live in the USA. I have freedom of speech. Yep, exactly, John. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't smoke crack. If you don't know what I smoke by now, then something's wrong with you. You better go watch some more of my shows. There's only one thing I do: wake and bake. It's probably you that's firing up a crack pipe, John. Yeah, it matters what crack. Merry Christmas, Ronnie Ray. Figured I'd do a Christmas Eve show, Ronnie. $15 viewers. Now I know Ronnie Ray's got a busy morning tomorrow. He got them grandbabies. They're waiting to open them gifts. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to put up a tree no more. Yeah, I bet you are going to have a house full, Ronnie Ray. Thank you, and Merry Christmas to you too. Amora. 12 viewers. Yeah, I was just thinking here, I'm only addicted to 5 things. 5 things. The main one, food, cigarettes, weed, my wife's garden. Was that 4 or is that 5? I tried a lot of drugs when I was growing up. Weed was my choice. I liked drinking alcohol when I could. Had a lot of drunk days. I woke up dead drunk, 6 o'clock in the morning, laying in a foot of snow. Never even knew it. At least one thing, I was out in front of my own home. I wasn't in someone else's yard laying out cold. But after all my hard work and everything, the doctor said to quit drinking, so I quit drinking. Do I miss it? Not really. But I do miss trying some of the new flavors that Jack Daniels coming out with. Because most of you already know that I do like Jack Daniels. I'd like to try that cinnamon one and see if it's too cinnamony or is it really good or what. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I've did that a few times as a young adult, as I would call it, my 20s, probably 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, up to the 25 somewhere. One thing I could say though, as much as I was drinking Jack, I kind of started getting immune to it, should I call it? Where, it's like you take 5 shots one night and sometimes you're stone out cold drunk, and then there's sometimes that you could sit there and drink the whole bottle and not even feel nothing. Yeah, that would be a little bit worse than the snow. I agree, Tom. Yeah, even though Von Hilton says I've been to prison, that I'm a felon. The worst I've ever did is I did 2 weeks in a county jail. Domestic violence. I did 10 days before that. Probably 5, 6, 7 years before that. For driving without a driver's license. Was arrested once before that for they got us for possession of marijuana, but had to take it off of us because they had no warrant to search the vehicle for the marijuana. They had a warrant to search it for a gun. So they had to let us both go. They kept the marijuana, of course, but I've had a few incidents like that. I remember one time me and my girl was home. I'm rolling a couple joints up. Get one rolled. Me and her just sitting there talking. Knock on the door. Wife answers it. And it's somebody she knew. So she brought her in for a minute. They talked for a few minutes. And my girl said, well, I'll be back shortly. I was like, okay. She left. Both of the girls. So I sat there, rolled that second joint. Probably 10, 15 minutes rolled by. Got ready to light it. Knock on the door. Picked up the tray and I put it up there. Took the joint out of my mouth, laid it on the tray. So here I got 3 joints there rolled. I think it was two or three. I can't remember at the moment, but set the tray up on the shelf. Went over to the door, opened the door. Here standing 2 cops. We're looking for a runaway. And we heard that your girl knows her or something, and we heard she was coming here. And I was like, there ain't nobody here but me. He's like, well, can we search? And I was like, well, I ain't got none to hide. I ain't got no runaway here. Yeah, come on in. And I mean, I lived in a small place, 1 bedroom. I mean, bedroom, kitchen, living room, bathroom, you're out. Well, one of them stood in the living room with me while the other one walked through my place. The other one comes back. No, there ain't nobody here. Let's go. So that cop that was standing there with me, looked at his partner, and then looked up at my tray. He goes, what do you want to do about that? And his partner goes, what? And he reached up there, pulled my tray down, showed him what was on the tray. And his partner looked at him, don't worry about it. That cop that picked up my tray took the 3 joints off my tray, put my tray back up there, and walked out the door. I don't know, KG. Yep, he took my 3 joints and walked out the door with them. Boy, was I mad. I mean, the rest of the bag was still laying there. There's another 3, 4 joints laying there. He took the 3 joints and left. They were already rolled for him. But he took them home after work and smoked them with his girl. I'd like to take a survey of that. I'd like to figure it out. How many people are start with the United States. How many people is in the United States? How many people in the United States has tried marijuana? Think we'll go over half? I can speak for both of my parents. They did. My grandparents, no. None of the 4. But I know both of my parents did. More my father than my mother. But my mother still did it. That's how I started. I don't know, KG. I mean, I talked to him a while back. There was a storm coming through. He said it was really windy. And I told him it already hit here. I posted a picture to him and it shows me he ain't been on in a while. So I have no idea what happened to him. I hope our viewers start going back up because we've been dropping quickly here. We're only down to 8 viewers. He might have went back to work, KG. He says he was getting ready to go back to work here in a couple of weeks, and it's been a couple of weeks. You know, we were talking about that a couple of weeks back about him getting ready to go back to work. Me personally, I'd love to work. I mean, make money, get out and meet new people, get out and do things. I mean, what would be my ideal of a job? I don't know. Something making good, decent money where you could live. A lot of people make decent money. I mean, one of my old neighbors is a truck driver. I watched him make $1,000 a month clear. And that's after he paid for his gas because he owns his truck. He heard the property next door to me was up for sale. 3 months later, he came back over there and handed the guy it in cash. When you can hand away $3,000 in 3 months, that's good. Plus, pay all your bills. That was all his extra money. But when you're a truck driver and you're on the road 24/7, you know, you ain't got many bills. I mean, it also probably matters if you stay in hotel rooms or if you have a sleeper in your truck. Me, I'd want a sleeper. And we now have rain. Rain on Christmas Eve. You know, I'd like to wake up to snow on the ground in the morning and it melt right away. Yeah, my thermometer on my laptop must not be working because it is literally raining. I'm looking at it. And it says it's 30 out because if it was 30 out, that would be snow, not rain. Oh, we went up one. My hair's starting to grow back in. Honey, is there anything I can get warm up? It's kind of what I'm asking. Can I get some? Hi, Steve Owen. Thank you. Yep, to me, it's just another day. I mean, we don't decorate, we don't do nothing special. I get robbed. Lately, I've been spending a lot of money on the other boys for a while, trying to get everything. I pretty well know, guys, I'll be lucky if I make another 10 years in life. Well, that's just the way I feel, baby. I hope energy starts kicking back into these legs. I hate just being in that wheelchair. I know. I mean, I couldn't say what would be the best job in the world. I mean, you want something where I mean, when when I was a teenager, and I would say like 18, 19, but a 19-year-old boy asked me right now, what should I do? What would you do if you were 19 again? Well, that's good, Steve O, and that's one thing yeah, exactly.
Oh, you fucking roaches. What are you doing?
I mean, we just don't do the Christmas tree and all that
What the
stuff.
hell
I
you
mean,
doing?
the
Oreo,
cats tear the tree up.
Oreo, what the hell are you doing, man? Are you in here?
And if it's a fake tree, the cat's still going to tear it up. They're going to break bulbs. You're going to have to buy bulbs every year. And the lights might get broke too. You'll have to buy them every year. I'd rather just hand the boys $100 bill and call it a night. Let them buy whatever they want. No decorations involved. That's 8 hours of work I don't have to do. Or the wife or anyone else. Like I said, we don't celebrate none of the holidays. It's just, to me, it's just not me. There's some people that celebrate them fully, you know what I mean? Now, I remember as a kid, every year we would go out to my grandmother's place, and the whole family would meet out there at a certain time, and we all eat, get our gifts, give grandma some love, and we were gone. Some of us didn't see her until the next Christmas. Some of us went out there constantly. Me. I used to hang at grandma's. I loved grandma to death. Not all the time, but I mean, if grandma needed anything, I was there. Me and Uncle Fred put the roof on the house. Me and Jimmy put the gutters on. Me and Fred went and did the addition shingles when she had a new addition put on it. Only problem wrong with Grandma's house, you couldn't leave there with an empty stomach. You didn't want to go to my grandmother's if you were on a diet. Because that woman, when she cooked, it wasn't just one thing. There's 7 or 8, 9 different things there to eat. And she expects you to take a little of everything. That's just the way Grandma was. She loved to cook. Yeah, I remember the day she'd passed away. Well, the day before she passed away, I was there. I seen her that day before. Somebody told me, Larry, she don't know who anybody is anymore. She's ready. I went up there and kissed her on the cheek and, what's in the refrigerator? Her eyes got the size of 50-cent pieces and said, Larry. And the woman that told me she didn't know nothing said, how'd you get her to do that? I was like, Grandma knows everything about all her grandkids. Each and every one of them, there's a certain click that Grandma remembers. Me, I was the refrigerator. I was always in the refrigerator. I always loved to eat. It was a few years ago. It was crazy. I had a dream about her. Crazy part about it, I was only about 8 years old. And I was in her tomato garden with the salt shaker eating her tomatoes. And she come out there chasing me with a broom.
Mario, what are you doing? You can't
We're
find
talking
it.
52 years ago almost. At least 50 years ago. I don't know what made me dream that. We already know what Vaughn dreams about. His God's giving him them lottery numbers. What he's going to do with the $100 million when he wins. Buy more lottery tickets. What, babe?
Yeah.
Well, quit raining.
Mario,
It's going to turn to snow or is it gone? Is it up there starting to freeze? Don't look like too many people getting on today. We did go to 15 though, so that's pretty good. I got 14 thumbs up. Somebody didn't give me a thumbs up. Because I did have 15 people here. If you 8 ain't gave me a thumbs up, please give me a thumbs up. I did get on earlier and there was a few people. And then we had a glitch or something. Something happened. where everything got shut down. So I had to shut everything down and restart it. Here we go. Now we got 10 people here. Welcome, whoever just came in. Give me a thumbs up if you're here. That way I know how many visitors I had today. Yep, whoever it was left. Must have been a Vaughn Hilton. Yep, exactly. That or he's over there watching Vaughn. He ain't over here busting my bubble, so. My opinion, I don't owe Vaughn no money at all. You know, he's telling everybody I didn't pay rent since the day I moved in that house. I got so many rent receipts, I can show them. I got proof, Vaughn Hilton. Do you? I have every bill from that house. I have every rent receipt from that house. But the last 3 months that you did not come to get the rent. I will say that. And you give me an eviction notice with crayon. And you didn't even hand it to me. You set it on the porch. You're lucky my wife picked it up. The dogs could have dragged it away and shit on it. And I wouldn't have got it. And there wouldn't have been a thing you could have did. I took that money and I moved. Vaughn Hilton, you owed me $1,000. I collected. I don't care what you say or what anybody says. I know what your bet was with me. Promise. I don't make bets unless I know I'm going to win. I mean, I got to be guaranteed 100% I'm going to win before I even play it. And all I did is made a bet with you, Vaughn, of something that already happened that you didn't even know already happened. So I knew I won the bet. If you would have checked before you made the bet, then you wouldn't have made the bet. But no, you shook my hands and made the bet. I hope somebody does come and try to sue me for that money for Vaughn. I will laugh my ass off all the way to the courthouse. Yeah, I ain't been on in a long while. I just figured I'd get on today and say hi and see how everyone's doing. Say Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's having a good Christmas this year for the ones that celebrate it. Didn't do too bad. I've been on here almost 2 hours. I've got 14 thumbs up. We now have 13 viewers right now. So we're not doing bad. If you all are just joining the show, give me a thumbs up. That way I know that you guys came in and shows me how many people showed up at my show today. Probably a couple of you have already been here and left and came back, and that's good. Appreciate it. I really ain't been all up on all the YouTube stuff that's been going on. I mean, how's Rev and Shanny? Anybody know about that? Are they back together? They still together? They still doing shows? I mean, how's that going? I ain't seen nothing of that. I ain't seen nothing from Nick. Ain't seen nothing from Vaughn Hilton. We know John ain't posting nothing. I seen Secular was on like 11 days ago. I figured he probably covered the stuff that Vaughn did 12 days ago. Well, we did get to 15 viewers. That's pretty good. Yes, dear.
I think we got a leak in the bathroom.
A leak in the bathroom. Okay, we'll have to call the landlord.
Either it's the floor or the sink. Because it's still, everything along this wall is wet.
Okay.
By the toilet area.
Okay. I'll let them know, dear. Not too many people talking to me.
I am.
Besides you, dear. I'm going to go the 2 hour marker and see what we're all doing, see if we get more people here or not. But, okay. But if we're going to stay this low, I might even just go ahead and get off. Go do some things I got to do, play some games or something. Just wanted to get on here and say Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everybody has a good holidays. I might try to get on tomorrow. I don't know yet. Might get on later today. It matters who's getting on, who's doing what. You know, I feel a little bit better. I'm awake. I'm alive. That's like the other day. I thought about getting on, but then I said, no, I better not. Because I could possibly wake my wife up. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning not feeling so hot. So I couldn't go back to sleep. Okay.
You got two.
Them? Mm-hmm. Okay. No, the other one's different.
Well, you got two.
That's a real pan.
Yeah. Well,
You can cook eggs or anything in that.
I found it in the bathroom.
Okay.
And one of them things I told you.
Hell, as small as it is, I could turn it into an ashtray. Let me see that.
I know. Here's the other one. Here's the other one, Daddy.
Hold on, honey. I'm trying to see what name's on this. GRAN Granite Stone. Granite stone pans, they any good? Anyone know? Honey, that might be good for cooking. You know what this was for?
Yeah, them cookies.
Them cookies. And this
Yeah.
is cast iron. That's a regular aluminum pan. This is cast iron pan. These you bought with a bag of cookie dough, chocolate chip cookies, and you put the batter on it and you slide it into the oven, and it becomes that cookie's that big. You can cook with both of them, dear.
Yeah, but
Them would be good for like cooking my eggs.
yeah,
That one you got in your hand?
yeah.
That might be good for just cooking me eggs.
You don't have to have a thing, oven mitt.
No.
Only that one.
Well, yeah, that one you will because it's cast iron.
Yeah. So what do you want me to do? Put it in
They both can be washed and put in the cooking department.
Okay.
Oh, look who's back. Hi, John. Welcome back. We were just talking about you.
You want some more coffee?
You're right, John. I agree there, buddy. If it wasn't for Vaughn, nobody would even know who I am.
After this cup, you want more?
Probably not.
Why this much?
The back scratcher's here somewhere.
I know it's over there.
You're right, John. All my viewers are because of Vaughn. You got that right. I will agree with you on that one.
You need something to put on this or something, because I don't know.
So that's one right for John.
You could play.
Yep, I think that would be my clue to get off here, people. Big Larry's going to end the Big Larry show this morning. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your Christmas Eve. Hope you all have a good Christmas. Maybe I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.